Hello, my pretties. Welcome to Sandra's Kitchen for dinner quick meal again. Yes, tonight we will be doing lamb chops with mixed vegetables, which are Brussels sprouts, butter squash, and onions. And I wanted some corn, so I got corn on the cob for myself. And I am gonna make sure that those lamb chops is just falling off the bones. That's the way we're gonna do it tonight. And you know I'm in a process of moving, so I'm working with what I have because I'm working out of 2 houses right now, so I haven't started cooking in the new house yet. So we're just working with what we got here. So I am going to be using this non-stick parchment paper inside my aluminum pan to cook my lamb chops. I heard that cooking in aluminum foil sometimes it seeps into your food when you're cooking. But then we all have been doing this for years. But we've been using plastic plates for years too, and now they tell us that it's not good for us, it's a cancerous substance and all of this stuff. So when we know better, we do better. So now that I know a little better, and I googled it to do some more research, and they say it hasn't been proven, but they agreed with the outcome. So I will give you what I looked up on Google, but I'm going to use parchment paper whenever I'm cooking. Like if you're just putting something in the aluminum, it's fine, but cooking in it, you should use parchment paper. Okay, so now we have our lamb chops washed. I did not show you how I washed and cleaned my meat because I think I've done that already. But if you would like to see how I clean my meat, give me a thumbs up and I will go through a tutorial on how you clean meat where you won't get that bloody taste in your meat. But for now, I clean the meat and the seasonings. I put all the seasonings together and mixed it in here to marinate my meat. Now, I always tell you, you use what seasonings you like. Do not be running to the store trying to find what I use. It's basic stuff. If it's anything special for that ingredient, I will let you know. I will let you know, okay? So right now, we're just going to marinate this meat. So I just spread all of the seasonings all around. Just make sure that I get it all in there. Turn them over. One day I'll share the story with you guys why I wear gloves, even though I'm cooking for my own home, but I wear gloves because I just don't like the meat. But that's another video too. So now I decided not to cook it inside the aluminum pan. You can use the parchment paper, but I want mine to be so soft that when I bite into it, it's just falling off the bone. So I'm going to use a bag. I'm going to use some olive oil. I'm going to spray my bag. You don't have to do this, but this is how I do it. So feel free to do it that way. So I just spray that with some olive oil. And this is what I'm using, the slow cooker bag. You know, usually people use this for a crock pot or whatever, for you won't mess it up. But this right here makes your meat nice and tender. So I'm just going to put my meat inside here in the bag. Put the lamb chops in there. And then I have the oven on 350 warming up. And then we'll be right back. Now that we have our meat inside the bag, it is ready. I'm going to put just a little water. I just like it to be a little steam to it. So okay, so in the pan I put a little bit of water, okay, just so it can have that little steam going on, even though the bag is going to steam it itself. That's just one of my things I like to do. And the oven is ready on 350, and I'll let you know what the cooking time was at the end. We'll be back. Okay, so now it's time for the roasted vegetables. This is Brussels sprouts, it's butternut squash, and onions. So I put some parchment paper down, and I sprayed some oil, olive oil. Let me show you the bottle. So you know how you get these from like the store, you get a pack of them. You can put your lotions and stuff when you're going away traveling. I buy them and I'll put like my lemon. I'll put like vinegar. So when I spray it on the food, this is what I use. That way you won't get so much oil on everything, just to coat the food. So that's what I use. So I put some at the bottom. So now we put this out, and this is a dinner for two, okay? So then I put some, let's see, some Mrs. Dash. Use what you like, okay? I use some garlic powder. Cilantro, not a lot, just a little bit. Pinch of salt. That's it. I don't like a lot of salt. Some pepper. And good old parsley. Then I take my spray. And that's it. And then I'm going to put this in the oven for about 30 minutes. I have maybe 10 more minutes left on my lamb chops to check them. And then when I check them, I might put the lamb chops in there for 10 more minutes. And then I'll put this in with it. But I don't want to put this in until the first 30 minutes has cooked by itself. So we will be back. Okay, first 30 minutes is done. I decided to make me 2 ears of corn to go with the rest of my vegetables. So, boop, just let the water boil, pinch of salt, and that's that. So we'll be right back because now our meat is done. Be back. Take a look at our lamb chops. Ooh, so nice and tender. So that was 30 minutes. So just let her get a little more tender. Even though they are cooked, I'm getting ready to put in the vegetables for about 30 minutes. And I'm gonna put this back in the oven too for 10 minutes. So set the timer for 10 minutes and we'll be back and dinner should be almost ready. Now, our lamb chops are ready. Lamb chops are ready. So now we're just gonna wait for our vegetables. Our corn is ready. So dinner is almost ready. I will be back when it is time to plate up our quick meal.